If you're here, you're meant to be here. And today I have a picker card for you. If you don't know what a picker card is, I'm going to show you three cards and you're going to choose which one resonates with you the most. Whatever comes to your mind first, whatever feels good in your heart, whatever. You cannot choose wrong. Believe it and it will be, promise you. And you're going to go into the description down below or in the chapters on the video, and you can go directly to your pile. So you can choose one, you can choose two, or you can choose all three. It doesn't matter. There should be messages for you in all of them, but one should resonate with you the most. That's what I'm manifesting. That's what I'm intending. So yeah, we're going to do a Celtic cross, which is just a way of sorting out the tarot. I have already picked the first group here, and I'm going to pick each one, and I'm going to look at only one of the cards, one of these alchemy cards, okay? And I'm going to then start recording and give you your message. So you have group 1212 with breathe. That's group 1212. You have group 1313 with here and now. That's group 1313. And you have group 1414 with flexible. That's group 1414. So I'll let you see them all together. I can just keep them in order. So group 1212, group 1313, and group 1414. Which is the one you pick? That's the one. Okay, I will see you in your piles, okay? If you chose group 1212 with the breathe card, then this is your message. Now, first of all, focusing on the breath right now would be a really great thing for you. But I am getting some other things here. So I meant to just pick one of these cards, but two came out. So we have the void, ether, and Soror Mystica, which is mystical sister, excuse me. So mythical could be, that could have been, that was a sign, I think. So myths, legends, maybe there is a person around you, or maybe you are that person to someone else. And all I know is someone is going through a very dark period of their life, whether it be you or someone else. And there is another person here. So we're going to say person, one or the other, right? We're not going to say which one is you. But yes, there's one of you is going through a dark time, and the other is there to support, to listen, and maybe even to guide. This is a really great friend. This might be somebody you're going to meet. I think that's what it is, because this is the unexpected. This is somebody you're going to meet. Maybe they are in a dark phase of their life. We're going to say that. They're in a dark phase of their life. They're going through a dark time. And your ability to listen with your heart, to hear them, to really see them, it's going to touch them in such a deep way, that you're going to gain a lifetime friend. And I don't think this is romantic. It very well could be. But for a lot of you, this is a friend. It could even be a family member, but I get the feeling that you are meeting somebody for the first time. There is a moth on this card, and in the sacred symbols oracle, the moth is a message, right? So you could be getting, okay, this is a message directly from spirit for you. All of my messages are meant for you, like if you're seeing them, but this is something special. Okay, I'm getting a right side chill there. This is something very special. So you're especially meant to be here. And I also feel like with this void card, what you don't expect is everything unexpected. Like, there's going to be so many unexpected things. It's all going to come out of the dark, and you're going to be like, what the actual hell is happening? But it's going to be a good thing, because you're going to be forming a connection. It's going to help you form a connection. Maybe you're already going through a difficult time, and somebody else is going through a similar time, and you guys are going to be your mystical sisters together. And you could be male, female, trans, it doesn't matter. But all I know is that a deep, deep bond is what's coming for you. And I don't know the time frame, it could be different for everybody, but I would assume that it's going to be within, even the next few days to the next year. I don't think it would be very, it wouldn't be practical for me to give you a message for past that. Yeah, it's not. So um, but for some of you, this could be within the next year. So let's look at your sacred symbol card. We have trust. Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, this is somebody, I feel like you haven't been able to trust for a long time. You felt so unable to trust people. You felt very disconnected from people, and you are learning to form connections, a real deep connection that just, I mean, every connection is breakable. Everything is temporary, okay? But you're able to trust that this is not going anywhere. You're able to trust that this is a stable connection that you can rely on, and that you're going to have proper boundaries. You're going to have proper, like, everything is going to be set up correctly. You're not going to have these problems that you've had over other relationships, because you're going to have a real trust, and you're going to see one another in a way that you really haven't been seen before, and you haven't seen anybody else like that before. You're going to see deeper, much deeper than what you really realized was possible within our 3D world, because we do feel so separate, right? But you're going to see how connected we truly are through this person. And I know some people are like, well, we can only do that with ourselves, and that's true, but this is because of the work you've done on yourself. This is happening because this is what it's culminated to, right? This would not be happening. You wouldn't be meeting this person. Oh wow, there's a lot of energy between my hands right now. If you weren't meant to, if you didn't develop towards this point in your life. So you have reached this pivotal point in your life, this pivotal place in your growth, that now you are able to meet this connection and finally see what it's like to actually, like, be deeply connected with somebody. And you might have already had deep connections, but this will be different. It will be spiritual. It will be a soul connection. Okay, so let's look at what your tarot cards have. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse as the main theme here. So yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying, the void, going through a difficult time, feeling abandoned, so what you don't see coming here. Let's look at what's crossing. The Devil in reverse. Okay, this might be a Capricorn. um uh I am a Capricorn, and I hate that the devil is associated with Capricorn, but it is what it is. So it might be a Capricorn, but it also might be somebody. I'm hearing recovery. So you might be in recovery for something, whatever it is, and it might be somebody that you meet through that recovery. Okay, so that might be what you don't see coming. I also feel like um, this could be pointing just to the profound connection that you have between each other, because the devil is about, it's about attachment. But in this case, I almost feel like with the energy that's surrounded, it kind of lightens it up a little bit. It is earthly. It's very earthly. So maybe you're meeting through a kind of unfortunate circumstance. I really don't think this is the circumstance where you'd expect to meet somebody like this. And I really think that, it's just, yeah, you're releasing from something. You're releasing from something that has really hurt you in the past, and that's how you're connecting. And it's not a trauma bond so much, but maybe a little bit. But it's like, it's healthy. It's like you guys need each other for this. You are, and I don't really do the twin flames. I don't know enough about it, but maybe even that's what it is, if that's what you believe in. But it's like this connection. Oh my God. It's really something. Okay, let's continue. So underneath it all, we have the High Priestess. Okay. I'm gonna just turn over the other ones so I can see the bird's eye view of this. Yeah, the High Priestess underneath it all. So, I mean, what you don't see, what's underneath, what's subconscious is the subconscious. So, y'all, you have a, you both have a very deep subconscious, almost unconscious desire for something that you've lost in the past, because we have the Nine of Cups in reversed. It's like you had what you want, but then you lost it. And this is happening because of this loss, and you have felt like you couldn't, there would never be anything like this really reminds me of the reading I just did. um and you really felt like there would never be anything like this again, like anything like that you've, or what you've already had, but this is going to be much more than that. This is going to be much more than that. And I don't want to say more, but it's going to be different, and it's going to be satisfying in a way that you don't really expect. But there is, what you don't expect here is that there's going to be fear, there's going to be some discomfort. But also, because we have both the High Priestess, it's, you're both very intuitive, and I feel like, oh, you develop this connection really quickly, and there is a warning, like, make sure there's boundaries here for both of you, right? There needs to be some boundaries, because this connection is worth that effort. It's not just like, because everybody says you need boundaries, but it's worth the effort, because there are some things you're working through together. And so you don't want to let go of this with that Devil card. You really don't want to let go of it. I'm really getting like a positive thing with that Devil card. Like, you, but you also want to keep a little bit of distance, and allow for the things that happen in the dark, allow for secrets, allow for some things to stay closed, because eventually they're going to come up. And so I'm getting like, what you don't see coming is that you're not going to want to overshare. That's kind of what I'm getting. You're not going to want to overshare. um, you're not going to want to connect in the way you've connected before, which could have been through drugs, could have been through drinking, but also could have been through other kinds of like addictive tendencies, or kind of like almost earth, like everything is earth, like everything is physical. Like, this is going to be much higher vibration than what you've experienced before. And it's, and there is a thing here to stay grounded. Okay, so we also have in the internal factors, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not going to have to work at this. It's not going to be an effort, it's going to be easy. Yes, again, with the intuition, with the, so this person could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or Scorpio. I'm almost getting like a Pisces energy there. But yeah, and I'm almost getting a standoffish. So what you don't see coming is that this person is going to come in your life, but they might at first seem very standoffish. You might not like each other at first. You might even start off like kind of insulting each other or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm getting like this thing where y'all don't like each other at first, but then it just develops into something else, something much better, something much more beautiful. You know, I, this connection could be with an enemy right now. Like, you might already know this person and be like, I would never ever be friends with that person, and then later it's gonna like, something's gonna unravel, and y'all are gonna come together for some reason. But Ten of Swords in reverse is what you, or the hopes and fears. So what you fear here is betrayal. You've had betrayal in the past. So let's see what the outcome is. But we have the, I don't feel like this needs to be in reverse, but we have the Queen of Wands. So this person is very confident. This person is, this person's going to introduce you. So what you don't see coming, this person is going to introduce you to both your intuition and a creative outlet. You might be acting together, you might be doing art together, you're doing something creative together. And you're going to be really bouncing ideas off of each other, and really like, somehow through this project that you're doing together, through this thing that you're doing together, it's like, it's developing that trust, and it's developing all of the things that you are missing in your previous relationships. And so I don't know, like there's a lot of people here. There's a lot, I mean, there's a lot of people cards for me. So it's like this, what you also don't see coming is that this person that you're going to meet has so many aspects to themselves, and that's what makes it so deep, is that everybody does, but you don't always see that. And you both are going to see that in each other. You're going to see all the aspects of yourselves, and you're going to know that each one of them is authentic, and you're going to be able to be so authentic with each other, and it's just going to be, everything's going to be a little different. You're going to feel just different with this person. I think that's why so many things are reversed. It's just, it feels so different. So let's look at your Lenormand. We have the, what is that? Oh, I don't know, I think sorry, we're going to say it's the maze, because this has extra cards in it. Okay, and this is also an extra card. We have the well, going deeper, deep. I mean, I've said the word deep 1,000 times. And we have lilies. So it's like you're lost and you're finding each other. You're both finding each other. Like you're finding yourself. That's how you've done this. You've done this by finding yourself, and through finding yourself, you're finding this person who's also finding you again. It's like the more the the deeper you go with each other, the more you understand about yourself, and the more you understand about each other, and you're very much like on the same wavelength. But you also have this bond of like, oh, this is old, this is, you're gonna be friends until, I mean, until the end. Y'all are gonna be friends until the end, for real. Okay, so let's get one of these cards real quick, then I think that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me how it resonates. It might not resonate at all because it's it's what's unexpected, but you know, come back and tell me how it resonates if it comes to pass. I'm sure it will. So what's one more thing about this situation, or any situation that group 1212 needs to know that is unexpected? Patience. So this is going to develop over time, especially with that Saturn energy with the Devil card. Yes, this is going to develop over time. So don't rush it. Please don't rush it. Because, I mean, I don't think that you can hurt this connection. I mean, I guess you could. You could intentionally sabotage it, but please don't do that. Like, but I don't think that's what's, like, there's no reason why you would do that, right? Like, I don't think you're going to do that. And but be patient with this person, be patient with yourself, be patient with the situation, because it's going to develop over time. It's not going to be an immediate thing. So, and don't, how can I say, like, there's going to be a few people, that's what it is. There's going to be a few people who you think it could be. Just go with the flow and allow it to be who it is, and it's going to happen. I think within a few months you'll figure out who it is. But this is not for you to like attach to that person, though. This is just to for you to allow it to happen, and don't push it away. Don't pull it in too hard. Just let it be, because this is worth the wait. This is worth the patience. Okay. Woman holding a coin. So this could be also I honestly think what's happening is that either you are an earth sign and the other person is a water sign, or vice versa. And also, you're both very magical, especially because we have that cat in this card here and in this card. So you're both very magical. You're both very protected. You're both have some kind of like ancestry, like of magic. I'm getting like your ancestors were witches, your ancestors were priestesses or something like that, and that's how you two understand each. Oh, you knew each other in a past life. You have, yeah, you've been with each other for a long time. Actually, it's what I'm getting is that you haven't. You this a disconnection that you've had with this person for a long time. It's been the longest that you've ever had in between any lives, like linearly. Okay, so that is for you, group 1212. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. If you picked group 1313 here and now, then this is your reading. Now, so for your alchemy card, this is the first time I've pulled this one. So we're going to read from the book. I don't usually read from the book from the get-go, but I feel like there's a reason for that, so bear with me. So we have um, calcinatio, calcification, heat, fire, desire. Calcinatio is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcinatio begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds up into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. Okay. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Okay. Frustration and anger are the wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcinatio is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as an old pattern falls into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. The divine flame resides within, and it is yours to tend to. That said, doing so patiently and with support will lead to change that is holy rather than hasty. Fire has been used in rituals across all cultures, religions, and eras. Honoring the element of fire today is a literal and or metaphorical way. Okay. Contemplate Lao Tzu's teaching of the flame that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. The color of fire is to ponder. So you have been raring to go with something. You have been really ready. And so what I'm getting is that you've been really ready to do something, but you didn't realize yet that, and this is what's unexpected, is that something within you, some belief system, some relation, it could be a relationship too, so something without as well, some relationship, some situation, some belief, some ideology, something like that is gonna have to go, and it's going, okay? But you're gonna, I feel like it's willingly. So we're gonna look in the cards and see, but that's just my guess here. Um, and just from the name of it, calcification, it's like something is hardening. It's like when you put something into the kennel. No, not the kennel. Um, the thing that you put clay in to make it hard. I can't think of it right now, but it's like that. It's like you're finally putting it in the oven, and it's a little bit difficult, okay? But it doesn't turn you to ash, right? It could, but it's not because you're putting on the right heat. It's hot, but it's not too hot that you can't survive it. But you're going to be changed. You're going to be different, okay? You're going to be very different. Now, but this is what you want. I think this is what you've been wanting. But it's just like you didn't expect that you would have to change in this way. And while you're doing so willingly, it is a little bit uncomfortable. Veiled, literally what you don't see coming, veiled. So let's just, I'm sorry I'm using the book so much, but I just feel like I should. 38, okay. All is not being revealed at this time. Is someone around you hiding or holding back information or an aspect of themselves? Please use caution in proceeding, or perhaps the mask is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. Draw another card for clarity in your next right action. You can meditate on the mask to achieve altered states of awareness and encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. So, okay, what you also don't see coming is that maybe this calcification is being triggered by someone who is not telling you the truth, who is being dishonest, who is not who they say they are, and they are being revealed, okay? So I know this is not the easiest message, but I truly, truly, truly think that this is something that you want to happen, like consciously you want this to happen. So but you just didn't expect it to happen in this way. Okay, so let's look at your tarot. So we have the two of uh wands. Okay, so you've been planning, again, it was in reverse, so it's like you didn't you haven't planned for this specific situation. Okay, the Nine of Cups in reverse as well. So you're getting, oh my gosh, like literally exactly what I said. You're getting what you want, but you're getting it in a different form from what you expected. Okay, so that's what's crossing. It's like what you don't expect is your plans are getting a little bit derailed, but it's derailed by exactly what you've been asking for. So you're manifesting what you desire. But okay, here it is. You've manifested what you desire. It's coming. You're really getting it. But remember that spirit doesn't always bring the things that we manifest into reality in the way that we're asking or the way that we expect it to. And so that's what it is. It's like you have just forgotten. This has slipped your mind. You didn't realize that that's really how manifestation works. So I don't even feel like you realized that your manifestation was really going to come to pass. Like you kind of had a little doubt, but it is. It truly, truly is. So let's see what else. Underneath it all is the Two of Cups. So again, with this person, it's like there is a person you love here that you have a good relationship with. But somehow, I think an action by them, which is what you don't expect, um, is kind of, is again the catalyst here. That's come up so many times, that word catalyst. And they are just, there's something deceptive going on here, and it's not like it's terrible or anything, but it really throws you for a loop. And this person could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. um, I also think that in the past you were in charge of something. You were doing something that you already loved to do, but you weren't quite right. It was, something wasn't quite right there. You just, it just like you were really good at it, but you wanted a change, and you didn't want this certain position that you had. Maybe you want a promotion. Maybe you want to change to a different part of the company if this is a job thing, or maybe you want to change careers altogether. Even though you've studied it, you've been really good at this, or maybe you were in a relationship that just wasn't quite right for you, even though there was so much love there. So it could be that you're changing into a different relationship, or it could be that you're just exiting this relationship. I'm not saying that you should do that. You should use your discernment, but something is changing with the relationship and with your place in life, right? Strength. Wow. Okay. In the conscious. So you're very aware of the fact that you have to be very gentle in what you're doing. You have to be very like focused and aware of how you're doing something. And so does somebody else, but somebody else is not quite being as careful as you are, in a way. Like they're not being as conscientious as you. Wow. Okay. But again, you are getting what you want. You have the Nine of Cups and then the Ten of Cups. This is happiness coming, and this is in the near future. You're not expecting this happiness to come so soon. It's just coming in such a different form than what you expected. Okay, so in the internal factors, we have the Empress reversed. I'm getting something about animals here. So maybe you wanted, for example, you wanted a pit bull and you're getting a Rottweiler or something. I don't know why I thought those specific dogs. Maybe you're getting some, like, it could be just that your own internal. Now I'm not saying these dogs are bad at all. I love those dogs, okay, but there is the stereotype of aggression with both of those. So maybe there is this aggression that you've been holding back on. Like you are, that's part of who you are, and it's not a bad thing. It's like that's you, and you're allowing it to flourish here. You're just allowing it now. And that's another thing. Is like something is coming out of you that you never really thought you didn't know your character could be like that. And this, again, it's not a bad thing, but it's like it's a little bit more aggressive than what you're used to, or what you wanted to put out into the world, what you wanted the world to see you. What you don't expect is the world is going to see you. The world is going to see you, and you're going to be different from how you see yourself now and how other people see you now. Okay, Yes, what you don't expect is that externally, on the external factors, people are moving on, people are changing, people are healing, and because of that, they're bringing you with them. They're bringing you with them to heal, and you might be going on a trip. Somebody might be taking you on a trip, actually, to like a natural place, maybe as a celebration. I almost feel like you're going camping. Maybe somebody's taking you camping. Maybe you don't expect that. But either way, like you're being rewarded. It could be spirit is rewarding you. So like you're definitely being rewarded by spirit. I shouldn't even say maybe. Like you're definitely being rewarded by spirit here. Um, so what you're afraid of would happen is that you're gonna get a little bit like in a tizzy. You're not gonna. Mm, you're just like all over the place. You're scattered. You're afraid that this fire will burn out, but it's not going to. I really don't think so. Yeah, your flame is not going to go out. However, you might get a little bit like exhausted by this, and so you're going to feel like that this is not for you. This blessing is not for you, but it is for you. Like you're fine here. You're fine, but it is like the end of the line of something else, and you're kind of like a little bit grieving about something else that's ending, but you're also so happy with this 10 of cups that something else is starting. So it's like really balancing each other out. It's balancing each other out. The flame is going out on one end, and it's being lit on another, and also your cup is being filled where it wasn't filled before. This is so like airy, like although there's not a lot of air here, but it's like in I'm feeling a lot of airiness, like a lot of like um just a little vague almost, because there's a lot of different situations here, I think. But it's not it's not what you expect. I don't know how else to explain that. Okay, we have with your Lenormand cards, we have the clock. So time is an issue here, or time is a factor. The key, and um, the compass. Timing is the key to find your direction. Timing is the key to find your direction. You're going to find your direction in time. This is the time. This is the time that you're going to find the key to go in the direction where you want to go, where you've always wanted to go. And it's going to be exhausting. You're going to be doing a lot of work here, but you're going to be so happy doing it, and things are really going to start solidifying around you. And you thought that this was going to happen way in the future, and it's really happening like now. So that's why you're like a little bit overwhelmed here. You're burdened by this a little bit, but it's all good. It's all love here. It's all love. Okay, it's all love. Hmm. So there might be somebody that you really felt like was not in your corner, and you kind of let them go in the past, and they're coming back around and saying, "Hey, like it was all love. I told you that before, and you didn't really believe me. And now here I have a gift for you. It doesn't have to be a physical gift, but it could be. And I want you to see that it was always love from the beginning." So I feeling like several people are coming in and out of your life right now, but there is something coming in your life that I really feel like you didn't trust before for some reason, but now you do. Now you're being given a reason to trust them, and it's going to be you're not going to need a lot of discernment here. I would always say use your discernment, but I don't think you're going to need a lot of discernment, because it's going to just be obvious. Like, and I really think that they've told you before that this is not like they didn't pursue you, they didn't like try to make you believe something, but there's some reason they're coming back and saying like, give me another chance. You probably should. I think it's going to be good for both of us. Yeah, so use your discernment. But let's see what else is unexpected, please, for group 1313. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure I have the right cards. Okay, so group 1313, what's unexpected, please? ADHD moment. Contract. Okay, So there is a new contract coming in, whether it be a soul contract or a work contract or something else. Some of you are getting a new home, some of you are getting a new apartment. And yeah, with especially with that Six of Swords there. Oh my gosh, some of you are getting married. Some of you are meeting somebody very special. Wow. Somebody, or you're meeting a person who's going to bring you money. And maybe that's why, because you've been planning on doing something about yourself, and then somebody else is going to come in and say, hey, look, I'm going to help you with this. And you're going to be like, oh, hell yeah. But it's going to be more work than you bargained for, but it's going to be well worth it. So, yep, very well worth it. Happy family. I mean, literally, we have the Ten of Cups, and happy family gets the same energy. So, congrats. This is a really great reading. If you stayed with me, then congrats, because that was a smart move. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video, tell me how it resonates below. Contract came out again. I was just shuffling and it flew out, so you're definitely getting a new contract. Comment down below, tell me how it resonates. Like the video, please. Really helps the channel. And yeah, I will see you next time. Have a great day. If you chose group 1414 with flexible, then this is your reading. So we have saccharin, sugar. So what you don't see coming is that some simple joys in life are being offered to you. I feel like you're finally getting a break from something. And this is not from cards, I'm just getting this, but you're getting a break from something. You're able to enjoy yourself. Finally, I'm getting this. Oh God, it's a relief. Finally, you're able to enjoy yourself. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe you're just going out to have a drink with a friend. Maybe you're meeting, a special friend. Whatever it is, it's like you're having some of life's basic, simple pleasures, and um, the word stickiness from the books is stuck out to me. So it's like, I guess we'll see in the cards, but there is something like kind of keeping you stuck in the mud a little bit. Maybe it's hard for you not to think about work, not to think about other problems that are going on in your life. So Spirit is asking you that this gift that is incoming, that's allowing you to enjoy yourself, just let it be. Let yourself enjoy it. And if you find yourself ruminating, thinking about things that are not involved with these simple pleasures of life, like, breathe and let them go as much as you can. I know it's not as easy as that sometimes, but try to let them go. Try to know that enjoying yourself is going to help you manifest your other desires here. So okay, this is a test from Spirit in a way. Can you enjoy this fully? And I'm not saying you're going to be you're going to have to be perfect. You're not going to have to be perfect, don't worry. But can you enjoy this fully? Spirit is testing you. Can you be mindful of what's happening in the moment and be present? So this is a test, but it's a good test. It's a lovely test. Oh, I'm getting chills again. It's a really good test. So, and this is, I don't know what it is in the air right now, but Spirit is being very gentle with us right now. I guess because the earth right now on earth, it's not a, I don't want to get into that, but there's a lot of non-gentleness. There's a lot of roughness and evil going on in the world right now. And so we are being given a little bit of a reprieve from this, and you're definitely going to be feeling this energy out of all of the groups. So let's see. Oh, well, I picked the tarot. I meant to get one of your oracles, but okay. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's see what's crossing that. Oh my God, the Queen of Wands in reverse. So um, a lot of you, you're going on like a trip or something with your spouse. I also feel like you're taking on both the qualities of both. You're really getting engaged in something creative. Like, it could be coloring, it could be art, it could be dancing, um, it could be a special friend, like I said, something with your sacral chakra, like creativity and emotion and desire and fun. It's like it's um not quite like devil energy. It's not at all, but it's like it's kind of in that same vein because you're really enjoying like being in the physical, but at the same time, like your heart is very active in this and very happy. Like, oh, this is cool. So let's look at your sacred symbol, release. That's literally what I just said. Releasing those thoughts, those worries, those concerns, and just being that queen and king of wands, okay? Being in your magic, being in your fire, being in your creativity, and just enjoying yourself, okay? And being confident in that and knowing that you deserve it, okay, and letting go a little bit of this control. Maybe that's why it's in reverse, is because we're letting go of control, but we're still using these skills and these talents and these this beauty that we've created in the world and that we are able to create, and we're putting it into very specific use, and that use is just to satisfy ourselves and to give ourselves a reprieve and release ourselves from these burdens that we've been carrying, okay? So, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. So there's been a lot on your mind. There's been a lot on your mind subconsciously. It's like you haven't been um totally allowing it to come through. So maybe this is like, yeah. So you're releasing these difficulties, okay, through enjoying yourself, because maybe the reason why you haven't been able to release it is because you haven't had a chance to really like enjoy yourself and relax and stuff. So first you're going to be enjoying yourself, and you're not planning on, that's what you're not expecting, is like you're not expecting to have that time. But then after that, you're going to be releasing this difficult thing that I don't think you're totally aware of that you have. So there is this difficult pattern or this past relationship that has really hurt you. And because you're finally in a state of your nervous system is relaxed, right? You're able to process it. Okay, let's see how it's going to go. So in the past, we have justice. Yeah, some of you might have faced a court case that was really difficult for you, and you're finally, maybe you are getting a good result and that's what's you're not expecting. If that's not for you though, then a difficult truth may have been told to you, and or just maybe your past actions have caught up with you a little bit, and so you've been stressing and trying to make it right. And so this is the universe saying like, relax, like you have paid the price for what you like did in the past, and you didn't have to pay the price at all, but you've done it. Maybe you've kind of punished yourself a little bit. So justice has been served, and you're allowed to like relax now and say, okay, I'm free of this. So that's what you're not expecting. Yeah, there's been a lot. So this is in your conscious position, but this is the subconscious, right? So you are facing your fears in a way, and I don't know how, like somehow you're going to a haunted house. Like this could be so like light natured. I honestly do think it's light natured. So like all of this, it's kind of sounds heavy, but it's really not. It's like maybe you're going to a haunted house. Maybe that's what this fear is, you know? Maybe you're going to go see a movie. Maybe you're going to dress up. Maybe you're going to go take your kids trick or treating. Like something like that. I do feel like Halloween energy here, Halloween vibes. If you're not in a country that celebrates Halloween or does Halloween stuff, then maybe you're being called to do that this year. Maybe you're being called to tap into your magic this year. Maybe you're being called to manifest this sugar, and it's going to manifest very quickly, and you don't realize that. But also, I just feel like you are aware of these subconscious difficulties. Like you're conscious that something is off in your unconscious, but you haven't wanted to deal with it. Okay, so in your near future, yeah, it's like, okay, so in the near future, what you don't expect is that it's like you're not very happy with how you've been handling things and how you've done things in the past, right? But remember, it's all leading up to this sugar. So you're dissatisfied. um you're really, oh, okay, I put it on low power mode. I don't know what that's going to do, but you're dissatisfied. You're not in the future, but it's leading to the sugar. Let's look at the other cards. Okay, So we have the, sorry, I got really distracted by the low power thing. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the internal factors. We have the world in the external factors. Okay, a lot of you are definitely going on a trip. And we have the Ace of Swords in the hopes and fears, and we have the Hierophant in the outcome. Okay. So what you don't see coming is that, oh, the work that you've done in the past, first of all, is finally it's finally coming to fruition. It's like you put a lot of work in. It's been kind of difficult, but it's all coming together. It's all like solidifying. And this was I don't remember which pile it was, probably for the best, but maybe you chose another pile. But you're able to go outside of the box here, and you're able to get creative about how you're going to heal something as well, and you're getting out of this dissatisfaction, and it's going straight to from dissatisfaction to sugar. It's going straight from dissatisfaction to happiness, but you're doing it in a very like cut and dry way, very traditional way. Maybe you're going to go to a church or something. I'm getting like, maybe you're going to, maybe you're dating a priest. I don't know. So ridiculous, but maybe you are, maybe you're dating a priest. But this is, I'm getting a lot of energies here, so excuse me for that. Let's look at your Lenormand. Okay, so we have the dice. So taking a risk here. The lilies. Okay. Like a special friend again from a different pile, I think. And the star. The risks, the risks you've taken, and you've taken risks and you've paid for it before. You've paid for it. You haven't always gotten what you wanted from these risks. The risks that you've taken in the past are finally like paying up. They're finally giving you what you want and what you deserve. Okay, and you really are a little bit afraid of like people judging you, I think, and maybe the messages that you're going to receive from this, you think people are going to respond badly, but I just don't think so. And I just think that a lot of this is in your mind, and you think that people are going to respond a certain way. You think that you're going to have this karmic punishment for something, and you really don't deserve it. You've been punishing yourself for a long time, and you're finally like seeing that that's not you. You have no reason to punish yourself. And so, I mean, yeah, that's what you don't see coming. You don't have any more reason to punish yourself. You have a reason to give yourself something good, a gift. You have a reason to accept gifts. You have a reason to accept compliments. You're going to be accepting compliments without any question. You're not going to be like, oh, no, no, no. You're not, thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm not saying you're going to be arrogant, but you're going to be accepting it. I do feel like some of you are getting married. I'm getting a big marriage vibe today. Big marriage vibe. But there's definitely a completion as well to a project that you've, and it's just such a relief to you. My God, I realize I'm kind of scattered here, but I just feel like there's a lot of things that you don't see coming, and some are less fun, but mostly they're really good. And Spirit wants you to understand that. It's like there's some bitterness to the sweetness, but in general it's sweet, and you need to focus on that. You need to focus on the sweet, because you've taken a lot of risks. You've experienced a lot of pain for what you've been trying to do, and you felt like maybe you're not worth it, maybe you're not allowed to have it, but you are. And that's what you're seeing. You're finally seeing that you're allowed to have this. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to give yourself a break. You're allowed. Okay. And yeah. So what else are they not seeing? What else is unexpected here for group 1414? Appreciation. You're developing a greater ability to be grateful, and that makes a lot more sense with the Hierophant here. Okay, you're able to say thank you, and mean it. Really, you're really gonna mean it. You're really gonna be like, you're gonna feel it inside. You're not just gonna say thank you and try to be humble and grateful and all that, but you're gonna say thank you and you'll be like, really, thank you. I'm so happy for this. And it just is so different for everyone. But I do feel like a lot of you, this could be a relationship. You could be getting married. You could be getting a divorce. Actually, you could be fine. Yes, some of you are getting a divorce, and you're so happy. You're so ready for it to be done. So ready for this relationship, this connection to be over, and you're finally released. Maybe they're signing the papers. Maybe they were saying they're not going to sign the papers, and now they are. That's definitely for someone out there. Door to personal healing and happiness. What else is there to say? I'm going to give you one more message, but please, before I do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me how it resonates. Um, you know, leave an emoji, anything would help the channel. And the more you comment and like and share and subscribe or whatever, the more these readings will be relevant for you. Okay. So, last message for group 1414, affluence. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, yeah. You might be marrying into money. Good for you. Or maybe you're just making it. You've taken all these risks and you're finally getting success. And there's hope for you here. There's hope for you, and you're going to be set for life here. That's what you're not expecting. You're set for life. You've taken all these risks. You thought it was for nothing, and you are happily mistaken, my friend. You're happily mistaken because you're due for affluence here. I mean, I can't make this shit up. There's so many cards in here that are negative, and I got affluence. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Okay, like, subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.